What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Humble Minds Podcast. We're your hosts, Balmer and AJ. And today is a special day. Third video,
man. Got a lot of praise from the second video, so, we're going to keep this thing rolling.
If you checked out the second video, we just want to say thank you. Thank you for taking the time. Go ahead and subscribe, hit the like button, and comment down below anything you want us to talk about. So let's get started.
Yeah, man. Like you said, bro, first podcast, we got good feedback. Second podcast, we got amazing feedback. So we just going to keep this thing rolling. You feel me? The weekend recap. Basically, I worked this weekend. Basically,
Did you have a couple shoots?
Yeah, I had a video wedding. Good thing about it though was they got the big package, so it was 5 of us there.
Damn.
So days always run smoother when it's more people. So
I did see that it was a bunch of you guys.
yeah,
so that's what's up.
You had me, you had Kiera, you had Trey, you had my homeboy Samaj, and you had my assistant, who likes to dance the whole time at the receptions. But yeah.
Shout out to them.
But you went to the Fanatics Fest, right?
Yep.
All right, so how was that?
Bro, it was a good experience. It's the first year they ever did it. Shout out to Kelly, the GOAT. She made it happen for me.
Shout out sis, man.
Yeah, bro. She definitely made it happen, bro. And I was kind of iffy about wanting to go, but she convinced me to just go ahead and do it. So we did it, man. And like I said, it was the first year. Super cool experience. So I don't know if you ever been to Comic-Con.
Nah, not yet. I want to go so bad, bro. I haven't been to no Comic-Con, no anime conventions, nothing like that.
We gotta go, bro. But so Fanatics Fest is like the Comic-Con of sports. So they had, not only did they have like all type of athletes and celebrities and stuff like that, but then you had like trading for cards and stuff like that. Yeah. And then you had like little stores within the actual convention center.
Okay.
Michael Rubin, which is the owner of pretty much the whole thing. I actually got to take a picture with him. He was pretty cool. He kind of, he owns Lids. He owns Mitchell and Ness. And Fanatics. Yep. So, and he used to be a part owner of the Sixers. Up until recent, he sold it because he wanted to concentrate on that. He also owns Topps, which is the card, the printing.
Yeah.
So he owns that. But again, super cool experience, dude. Like I never thought that I was gonna get a chance to meet the guys that I met. And they had a super crazy lineup. But really good conversations all around. Just the people in line interacting and everything like that. It was a really good time. Shout out to my sister because she's always with me anytime I get a crazy idea to go to these things. So that was special to see. But yeah, man, the highlight of it though is I got to meet 2 of my heroes, Eli Manning. I know it's a sore subject for you. But and also Carmelo Anthony, which I've followed him since he came into the NBA. He's always been my guy. So
shout out to Melo, man.
Yo, Melo was cool, bro. You know how they say never meet your heroes?
Yeah.
I was a little wary about that because I'm like, yo, how's the interaction gonna be? Are we gonna catch him in a good mood, whatever the case is? But no, man, I went in there. Eli, super nice guy. Shook his hand. It's like, hey, big fan and everything like that. He was like, thanks. He shook the family's hand. We took a pic and I was like, hey, I'll see you in a little bit. I gotta get my jersey signed. So and then Melo, which that was the one for me that I was kind of waiting for a long time. Never thought I'd get to meet him.
You got the Melo jersey.
Yeah, man. So I had to get to New York. Got it. I
don't realize. I think they did it on purpose, but he put the Eli Manning jersey above my head.
It was an accident. I didn't hang it up, but we're gonna rectify that situation. But no, man. I walked up to first the ladies walked in. My daughter Kelly, my sister, and I walked in last. But man, I went right up to him and I was like, I dapped him up. I was like, yo, Melo, big fan, and everything like that. And he was just so cool, man. He was super humble, chill, and everything like that. And we got to take a picture. Again, it was the first event, so they were kind of running a little bit behind where I wish we would have got a little bit more of interaction, but due to the fact that it was the first one, I completely understood. And then we kind of jumped in the lines and got the jersey signed. But it was an epic weekend. A whole bunch of people were there. Speed was there. I Show Speed. He was there. Kai Cenat was there.
Word. Yeah, I did see.
Travis Scott was there. Jay-Z was there. So all these celebrities, bro, they just kind of walking around. So next year, like I told you, we got to go.
Yeah,
right? Because
definitely.
if we're gonna we're gonna continue to do this thing, I think it'd be good to kind of get some of that content, meet some people, whatever the case is. So,
Facts.
but
Oh
man,
yeah.
it was really good time, man. I really enjoyed myself, and hope that they do it again next year. So we in there. So
I didn't even put two and two together because I did see a clip of Speed. He like wanted to do like a backflip or something.
oh yeah,
Like
yeah,
Josh Hart see, and Josh Hart was like, "Oh, what you doing?" I
yeah.
did see that clip or whatever like
Bro,
that.
I was in the line waiting to get my jersey signed for Melo, and he runs past, and everybody's chasing behind him and stuff like that. And I was like, "Yo, who is this?" And I noticed it was him and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, but you had a lot of Bobby Altoff was there. I saw her. And then I don't know if you know, you be watching like videos where there's this girl that she works. She does it for eBay. She authenticates the sneakers and everything like that, and she puts the tag on them and
Or should we
everything.
like saying whether it's fake or not?
Yeah,
It's a black girl, right?
yeah,
Yeah, I know you talking
so
about. Yeah.
she was at the lid store, so I got to chop it up with her for a little bit.
All right, that's
And
what's up.
I was like, yo, I'll be seeing you in the video. She'd be like, yeah. So, but she works for lids as well. So I had to, I got some hats in there. Shout out to my sister. She got me a red Yankees hat that I've been wanting with the patch.
Shout out my boy, man. He brought me back a red hat, man. I needed that Angels hat because my Angels hat was through.
Gotta do it, my boy. And now the patch is everything, bro.
Yeah.
So that's the big thing. But yeah, man, that was my weekend. Again, definitely a memorable one. But I hope that next year that we're able to do it together because I think it'll be cool.
Yeah, facts. We're gonna have to make that happen.
Yep.
Definitely.
So,
Well, speaking of Melo, we used to talk about Melo, so let's move on to basketball.
okay.
Will Steph Curry? Cause I've been saying I saw some posts. I think you sent me the post.
I sent it to you.
Yeah,
Yep.
you sent me the post. It was like I read it. It was like, it is like some little.
Yeah.
Like Curry leaving some little breadcrumbs that he might leave Golden State, but we don't know for sure.
That was crazy to see, bro. I was like, did we talk something up? So where do you think he would go though if he left?
I will. Well, not that I think, but I would want him to go to LA. Go play with Bron, man. Y'all had a bromance in the summer during the Olympics. Go play with Bron, man. Bron and AD and Curry is like you can't double team Bron no more. You can't double AD. You gotta watch Curry.
Yeah, no, that would be
Yeah,
crazy.
you feel me? Go there, play with Bron, get Bron his first ring, his first year in the league.
No, that would be crazy, man. I definitely would like to see Steph get another one. I know he's going to chase championships because he's still in that window.
Yeah.
But if he wasn't, and I think just for purposes of things that are close to him, I always thought that he would go play in Charlotte because his dad played there. Yeah, and I guess he's from there originally and everything like that. So
I don't see it.
No,
They
I mean
ain't got nothing
competitive
there.
wise, no. But just for like, hey, let me
nostalgia?
yeah, possibly. So, who knows, man? I'd like to see him, definitely compete for another championship.
Yeah, I think another reason why I think he should go play with Braun is because if they win, they still got the same amount of rings.
That would
So
be
it's
cool.
like if both of them win, then they move up to 5.
Yeah.
Win again, you move up to 6.
Yeah. Nah,
If Braun got it in, y'all win again, you move up to 7. Y'all pass Jordan together.
But do you think that the Warriors will be? Because I did see that there was talks about it, but the talks kind of stopped because I guess Rich Paul was like, "Nah, we're not doing that." About maybe Braun going over there.
Yeah, that was Braun going to Golden State. So like, I understand that, and I respect Rich Paul for that because Braun has, as a LeBron fan, I don't hold it against him. I feel like anybody should go do what they want to do when they want to get a ring, especially if you sacrificing your to play with other people to get a ring.
All right.
But yeah, it wouldn't have been a good look for Braun. It's not gonna be a good look for Braun to go to Golden State.
Yeah.
Versus
Steph
I think
going.
everybody overlooked the fact that Steph left Golden State to go play with Braun.
No, that's a good point.
More so because everybody loves Steph and like a lot of people they dislike. I don't even think a lot of people really dislike LeBron. They just dislike what he's accomplished. To me.
Yeah, no, it could be. I mean, sometimes you get tired of seeing the same people win over and over and over.
So it's like
that could be the mindset. I'm always of the mindset though, like, because at the end of the day, the NBA is a business. Do you trade him to the East to get him out of the West and try to get something back? That way, it doesn't, do too much damage. Because, at the end of the day, like if he goes to the Lakers, like I'm pretty sure they're gonna be the favorite.
Yeah, Bob. Like certain players, I think like the organization itself has to do like, all right, if you're like LeBron, if you're like Steph, if you're Giannis, or somebody that's like a pivotal point of their team, like you won that franchise championships and stuff like that.
Yeah.
When they go into the office, I feel like it's still a business at the end of the day. But
Sure.
when those type of people go into the office, I feel like they be like, yo, I want to get traded here. Like the organization should do everything in its power to get that man to where he want to go, even if it's in the same conference.
Right.
That's real. Like if you lose, even now, like Warriors are cooked for right now.
Yeah.
I think they're going through a rebuild, and Curry don't got that much. I don't think Curry got a lot left in the tank no more.
I'll give him a good solid 5 years.
No, I give him a good, but the NBA is like mad talented now.
No, it is. It is.
So
it
it's
is
like,
revolving.
what you gonna get in 5 years? That
That's
squad you had, you drafted.
Yeah, that's true.
All respect to the Warriors,
that
because
was-
they did
that
an
was
amazing
solid.
job drafting.
Yeah.
But that squad you had, you basically drafted that.
Yeah, I know they're definitely going to want some type of compensation to start rebuilding, but who knows? It's to be determined. But good topic. You guys leave your comments down below. Tell us what you think is going to happen.
All right,
What you got?
I'm going to skip around real quick, man. So, like, next topic we're going to do is, like, the 50-50.
Okay.
The whole 50-50 debate. So, I said we should do this topic because I asked Facebook, like, what should we talk about?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people, like, said do the 50-50.
Okay.
Somebody I work with, they was like, they seen the podcast, they love it. They was like, you should talk about the 50-50. So, instead of just doing, like, the straight up 50-50, I'm going to talk about how, like, the 50-50 conversation evolved from just going 50-50 on the bills to like what that person does in the household and blah 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 like that. Cause like if you ever on Facebook and you see somebody talk about the 50-50 conversation, now it's, well, you want me to go 50-50 on the bills, but you also want me to cook, you also want me to clean, take care of the kids, blah 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 like that. All right, but I don't never see like what the men like. Cool. If you don't want to do that stuff, then I'm not going to get the oil change.
Right.
I'm not going to cut the grass. You feel me?
No, I got
it's
you.
like that.
Yeah.
So it's like to each his own.
Yeah.
Like in this economy, some people need two incomes.
No, we definitely both people
if you can survive off one income, cool, so be it. But I don't think nothing is really ever 50-50 in a relationship. Because like who's paying the high amount of bills?
Right.
Like, what bills are you paying? What bills are you paying?
Sure.
Are you paying the mortgage or rent or whatever? Are you paying the light bill? Because if person A is paying the rent and stuff and person B is paying the light bill and stuff, that's not 50-50 itself either.
Right, no.
So it's like, what are we talking about? At the end of the day, to me, I feel like it all depends on like where you at in life.
Yeah, I'm going to expand on, I guess for me, it goes a little bit beyond, I guess, money. And maybe sometimes responsibilities, because it's never gonna be 50-50. And let me elaborate. So if I come home tired and I'm on like 20%, I'm gonna be like, yo, Kel, I need you to hold down the 80%, right? Because right at that point in time, like I'm just not feeling it. Like I know like I don't have it in me, right? Vice versa, like with her, she does school, she does she's working and full mom and everything like that. So some days she might come, and she's like, I only got 10%. So I'm going to try to cover her on the 90.
Yep.
Right. And I think that's like, as we move forward with like relationships and everything like that, like money aside and responsibility aside is literally just trying to meet somebody where in the middle, or at least to make up the 100%. It doesn't always have to be the same percentages on each side.
I think that I agree. I agree with what you're saying 100%. Like I don't disagree with that at all. But I think like it's because of the generation that's hot right now, that's popping right now. Like,
Right.
It's like I said in the last podcast, it's not even about love no more. It's about what the one person can do for the other person now. Especially I hate to say this because I know I'm gonna get bashed by a bunch of females that watch this, but especially on the female side. Now on the female side, like. I seen a video. Matter of fact, I seen a video clip the other day. I seen it. I was scrolling on TikTok. I seen it on TikTok. The girl was like, the dude was perfect. Like he was perfect. He taught her how to love. He taught her like how to love herself, how to be a better person, blah blah blah, like that. Like he was perfect, but he wasn't financially stable. I just felt like before you go, I just felt like, all right, in that case, like what are you doing to help him become financially stable? If he helping you like realize your self-worth and doing all this other stuff, why can't you hold him down, you know, till he get better in his situation or whatever like that? Or like, so I just try to speak like, as he's speaking life into you, try to speak life into him. Be like, yo, babe, like, I need you to do this, like, blah, 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 like that. Yeah. So it's just little stuff like that, man. I think that just comes with like the relationships, how everybody look at relationships nowadays.
Yeah. No, and that's a good point. For me, is though I'm always going to try to go and look at the other side when it comes, because what is financially stable nowadays? I mean, you got to define. I guess every relationship has to define what financially stable is to that person, right? Because it could mean different things to different people. So I hate that we always it's always about money. I don't like that conversation, because at the end of the day, it's like two people getting together to make each other better, right? And build on, build it together, right? Like build it out the mud, like I'll use me as an example. Like with Kels and I, like we built it out the mud. Like we got together and we didn't have anything, right? So we kind of we started grinding. We and slowly started building those things. And we didn't have a lot of vision back then, right? Because we kind of was like, let me just get by, right? And a lot of people don't talk about the struggles. We only talk about the wins, right? But it took us a lot of years, and I talked about it in the first video, to even get to a point where we are now, right? So now, we're not where we want to be, right? But we're a little bit better than where we started, right? And that's the goal, is progression. As you move forward, you want to keep progressing, you want to keep building. And I appreciate those relationships more than, hey, let me already come established to the relationship. You already come established to the relationship, because you learn to appreciate each other a lot more. Right. Yeah. And you build that trust and everything like that. So for me, that's super important. Besides, money is always going to be, I guess, a conversation. But for me, it's just like the connection, the relationship, the willingness to, to build it together. That's, to me, is what's going to like be the most important thing.
Yeah, I feel like, to me, like I said, I agree with what you're saying. Mm-hmm. So like the struggle thing, I feel like the struggle and everything makes the relationship stronger.
Right.
So if like, especially like, all right, so like women nowadays, they want the man to come like with money, the full package.
Right, right,
like, yo, you gotta have money, you gotta have this, you gotta have that, blah blah blah, like that. Cool. It's like, well, what do you bring to the table?
I've seen
what can you do for me, or vice versa? Like the woman can have the money. I'm not gonna say the woman can't have the money.
I was getting ready to say,
because the woman can have the money, but it's like y'all keep falling for the same stereotype or whatever like that. Mm-hmm. So you keep falling for the same stereotype, and then you keep on saying, "Oh, men ain't nothing," blah blah blah, like that. It's like, it's just the men that you messing with.
Yo, and that's a good point, because I think we don't think about a lot about the quality of, because you got to remember, like, so when you find somebody, and I really don't want to generalize the stereotype, but if you find somebody at a bar. Mm-hmm. They're not looking for nothing serious 9 times out of 10, right? It's more like a casual thing, whatever the case is. So it just really depends. Trying to
smash and go my separate ways.
Word. So it just kind of depends on where you meet that person, right? Yeah. It tells you a lot about who that person is in the future. And they have that old saying, like, show me who you hang around, and I'll show you your future, whatever the case is, right? Yeah. So I think it also has to do with where you meet them and the quality of people, because there's still some really great people out there, some really great women. We both have been really fortunate to find. But, there's a lot of single women out there that do bring a lot of value. It's just that, sometimes as men as well, we don't really do a good job of, pursuing it or doing the right things in the beginning as well. So
yeah, it's just the beginning stages.
Yeah, for sure.
Just weighing our options out, just trying to see.
Hey, man, we all been there.
Since we talk about that, like, what do you think a relationship needs to go the distance? Because we both been in our relationship for years.
Right.
And, I'm getting married next year. Mm-hmm. So What do you? I'm gonna let you go first. What do you think a relationship needs to like go the distance?
I think there has to be a certain level of like compassion. There has to be a certain level of empathy for the other person, and just trying to understand where they're coming from. Because a lot of times, it's easy to get self-centered. It's easy to try to put our needs first. And I had a conversation with Kelly early in the week that really opened my eyes, and it made me realize that maybe I haven't been prioritizing some of her needs or something that she might want to do, right? We talk about Fanatics Fest. We talk about all these things that we've been able to do, but that's, the one thing that's in common is that it's stuff that I wanted to do, right? And we get so wrapped up that sometimes we forget to ask, like, hey, what do you want to do, right? And, we had that conversation because I'm like, where do you think we would be if we weren't together, right? And it sparked a whole different conversation. So now I got to prioritize something that she wants to do, right? So that's
crazy.
Yeah, no, sometimes we don't think about it.
That's a crazy question. Like, where would I be?
Yeah,
I probably had like.
I'm telling you, dude. Like it sparks a lot of but it makes you appreciate your relationship a lot more,
Facts.
right? Because now you're like, okay, this is where I'm at. But also, some women too, they have to be vulnerable and they have to say what they want, right? Because sometimes
Speak your mind.
the check engine light comes on, but we don't have the computer to connect to figure out what code it's throwing. You know what I mean?
That's a bar. That's a bar.
Facts, bro. So you gotta be honest and say, hey, this is what I want, right? This is what I like. This is what I don't like, right? And then you just kind of you go from there. So I don't know. I mean, we know we could go into for hours and hours, but we just have to be transparent and we got to be honest with what it is that we want. And then us men too. Like I know for us is we've talked about it, but we have to be able to be a little bit more vulnerable with our women too, because sometimes we're a little too hard. We don't want to show emotion, and we don't realize that we doing that to them too.
Facts,
so,
and that's something that I definitely had to learn. Like,
yeah,
I had to learn to tap into my softer side.
Same, because
I don't know, man. Because it was like, how can I put this? It was like I knew what I wanted. I knew who I wanted.
Right.
It's just that I wasn't mentally there yet. Like,
right.
I was still like, if you knew me growing up, then you knew me growing up.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say that. But like over the years, like that's why I tell everybody, like all my female friends, I tell them the same thing. I was like, cause if they come to me and blah blah like that, I don't even speak ill on the guy that they talking to or nothing like that.
Right.
I just tell them straight out. I be like, it comes a point in time where like every man matures.
Yep.
And realizes what they want and not what they think they want.
Sure. No, that's
so it's like, and it happens for people at different stages in life. You can get scared straight, like Charlamagne said one time. You can get scared straight,
right.
and then become like the perfect guy. Yeah. You can go through life and realize like, hey, it ain't nothing out here but women throwing it at me and stuff like that, and this ain't what I want no more. Like it's just different stages or whatever.
Right.
Like I just feel like once you get into a relationship, then you signing yourself up to like be there through the thick and thin. I mean, I know it ain't marriage, but you gotta build your relationship. Like that's what like going back to the money thing. If a dude come in with money and all y'all know is that we got it good, blah blah like that. What are y'all building?
Right,
y'all haven't been through nothing.
Yeah.
Like to me, like you have to go through something to have a strong foundation. Like I ain't saying that you gotta go to hell and back, but the struggle is what builds that foundation.
Builds character, yeah.
And once that foundation is solid, it's like it's no like breaking it. It's no nothing. Like y'all can overcome anything. So I just feel like to go the distance in a relationship, it can be a bunch of good times, but the bad times and overcoming the bad times
that's what defines you.
Yeah, that's what defines your relationship. Like, can you move past that? Can you forgive? Can you compromise? You feel me? So it's just all that. And I just feel like nowadays it's like people get into a relationship and then one little hiccup and it's like it's a wrap.
Right, because but that's just because they've always been used to running away and not solving the issue.
Facts.
So it's a cycle. It continues to happen, and then eventually it catches up with you, and now you're old, and you still don't have it together when it comes to relationships. So, no, good. That was a good point, bro.
Yeah, I thought that was a good topic.
Yeah.
I can go on, like you said, we can go on. I can go on forever. And if we had like a female here, we can debate this forever. Like I love to this. Like
maybe in the future.
Maybe in the future. Like no guess right now.
Right.
But like one thing about me, like I love topics like this because I love conversation.
Yeah.
It's not even really like a debate to me. It's like a conversation. It's like I really want to like know where your mental is at. Like that's where like with you, with my fiance, with like anybody in general,
right.
like I really want to know what people think and stuff like that. So
because
I like
their
topics
experiences
like
make
so like
shift
because everybody had different experience.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm not gonna say like you can't have like the perfect relationship. That's cool. Like if your relationship is perfect and you had never had no rockiness and y'all got married and still kicking it or whatever like that, that's cool.
Right.
But when it comes to when that first
bump in the road comes through?
Bump in the road come in that perfect relationship,
it's gonna touch you.
Is you gonna fold or are you just gonna ride it out?
Yeah.
Like, so that's all it is.
No, that's solid. That's solid. But hey, man, I want to get into something.
Okay, what's up?
I know we talked about it, and the outpour of comments and calls and text messages and everything that we've gotten since we started the podcast. This is the third video, so we're 2 videos in.
Mm-hmm.
Has been honestly like something that I was never even expecting, right? Because initially we started this so you and I could reconnect,
just bond and stuff like that. Yep.
But it's definitely already has moved some things. So I'm gonna let you kind of get into it. What are you hearing out there? What what kind of feedback are you getting?
All good things, man. Like even from people that I don't even like really talk to no more. Like they can just see me in passing and they be like, "Yo, I seen the podcast. Like I love what y'all doing." Like I seen one comment. It was like, "Bro, I really like when we talked about Quan and Jock." They was like, the comment was like, "Bro, I really felt like I knew them just watching y'all talk about it." So it's just like, man. And then like stuff that we go through is stuff that a million other people will go through.
100%.
Just because that next million didn't go through it, don't mean that the first million haven't had our same story.
Yeah.
Losses happen all the time in the world, every single day. So, like, us just talking about it, it's like a lot of people, they don't even open up and talk about it. Mm-hmm. They just, like, go through life. I feel like what we did last episode, like, talking about grief and all that stuff, I felt like that, like, touched a lot of people. So, to me, I feel like even when we can do serious topics and, like, people love that, but I also feel like people gonna love everything else we do.
Yeah. I mean, our goal, has always been to be authentic.
Yep.
We are who we are, for better or for worse. But the comments and the outreach of people that kind of been in contact with us, it made me realize something. We need to be in a stage of healing right now, right? Because beyond grief, beyond, all these losses and everything like that, like we talked about, people are going through things, right? And this is the time where we need to be uplifting each other, right? Facts. I think about, back when we were coming up, right? Our moms, our neighbors and everything like that, we all grew up so tight, right?
Yeah,
it used to be tight-knit communities.
Takes a village.
Right? And I just feel like we need to get back to that. We need to get back to back to caring about each other, right? Because again, we get self-centered sometimes. It's all about us. And we really, as we move forward, as we get older and mature, like we really need to start, anywhere we can help, let's help. But it really made me realize that people we need to go through that healing, and this might be that for them. So I mean, if it's impacting somebody, I definitely I'll take that any day of the week.
Facts.
I'll take that any day of the week. And again, if you guys have been watching, we really appreciate it, and we want to continue to do this. But we want you guys' feedback as well. What is it that you want to hear? What do you guys want us to talk about? That's going to be important for us too, because as a viewer, I mean, you kind of start dictating as well as like what kind of channel this is going to be, what kind of podcast is this going to be, you know what I mean? So that's it really, it's super special, man, super humbling that, you know, everybody's taking a liking to it. So we appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I enjoy the feedback. I just, bro, for me, it's like random person that you never talk to, just walking past, and like you said, we only 2 episodes in, but it's like when a random person walk past me and they be like, "Yo, I love y'all podcast.
Yeah,
Like y'all real, y'all authentic." Like I was telling you before we started rolling, I was telling you like my sister watched it and like she told me like exactly when she was gonna watch it. Literally, like 2-3 minutes later, she's sending me a text message. 2-3 minutes later after that, she's sending me a text message. Like nonstop.
Shout out to her, bro.
Yeah, so it's like, and that's what like, bro. I had people I work with. Like, I didn't even mention the podcast to nobody I work with. I just go to work one day and be like, "Oh my God, I love the podcast."
That's what's up, bro.
So it's like I love the feedback, and like I'm not gonna say that's what gonna make me keep doing it, but it helps.
Yeah,
knowing that we ain't just doing it to do it.
No,
we can do
sure.
anything to bond.
For sure.
So it's like to spend time with my brother and then provide something for everybody else to like he said, to help heal or to get you to laugh or whatever like that. Like I love it.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. So switching gears, we touched on it a little bit. We said we was going to talk about it on this episode. Are we doing too much for our kids?
No. I say no.
Okay.
I say no because this is how I posted this before, and this is all I'm gonna say, and then I'm gonna let you talk. Okay. So how I feel is that you have people in the world who like despise other people. I'm not gonna say hate.
Sure.
Who dislike other people. Okay. Because they may have more than what they have. Okay. Now, that's them people. I'll never be one of them people who hate on the next man. That'll never be me. How I feel is that every generation has the ability to make the next generation and their family better. So when you looking at this little kid with all this stuff and they are happy, but your kid can't get all this stuff and you like hating on it, what did your parents do to push you along so that when you become a parent, you can father your child, and then so on and so on. Right. So that's how I look at it. I feel like my grandma should have did enough for my mom to have her elevate my life. And just keep going. So like by the time it get to me, and by the time I grow, have my kids and stuff like that, I should have been able to do enough off the what's the word I'm looking for? Off the head start that my mom gave me to make sure my kids' life is better. Sure. Now, if my kids come in, like grow up, they have their own kids, and I did all this work, and then they decide to just fall flat, then we back to square one. Right. So it's always about like what you instill into the next generation. So I would say no. I would say no because I worked hard to the point where my kids won't have to go through the struggles I did. They're going to have their own struggles, and that's cool, but you shouldn't have to struggle like I did.
No, I get that.
So I would say no.
I get that. That's a fair point. I'm on a little bit on the opposite spectrum though. Okay. And I'm going to tell you why. So for a long time I did think that. And I was like, I'm gonna give her everything I didn't have. All right. And I did. But it starts to create a certain level of expectation from your kids where they don't have to work for it. They don't have to earn it because it's just given to them. So I think about what that does to them when they get older, right? They're going to come with this certain level of entitlement that it's going to be hard for them to work for someone. It's going to be hard for them to get managed by someone because mom and dad gave them everything. So I'm not saying I'm stopping everything, right? Because obviously, yes, we still want to experience because you got a point. We need to do a better job with our kids of expanding their mind.
Yep.
Yeah, and showing them, exposing them to things. That way they look forward to wanting to do that as well with their kids and so on and so forth. Right. But I think for me, I'm at a point where if I, I was having a conversation with my daughter before, you got here, but life is going to be challenging. It's going to be tough, and we gotta help them build that mental fortitude and help them build that work ethic to the point. And I'm speaking for my daughter,
Yeah.
because she be getting out of
Yeah.
pocket sometime, and with what her requests were and stuff like that. So within the last 3 years, we really pulled back, and she has to earn it now, because if I don't, I got out of hand. It was my fault. So, but now I just have to course correct. So again, for me, it's just right now it's the time where if you want something, absolutely, but this is what you're gonna have to earn it.
Yeah, no, of course. Like if we taking it like that angle, then of course, like for my kids, like they really have to do good for me to like I'm gonna give, like I would give you I would give you the world if I could,
Right.
but at the same time, if I'm giving you the world, then you have to show me that you're earning it.
Yeah.
So I agree with that.
Because you gotta think about it. Look how hard you work now, right? So if we don't instill that in them now, then everything that you leave behind for them is gone.
Yeah, like even if I was a millionaire, a billionaire, or whatever like that, it's like I can give you a lot, but I'm still going to teach you how to like get out here and go on your own.
No, and that's important, and that's what I was meaning. Like, are we doing too much where it just they're not having to earn it? We just give it to them. Maybe I didn't do a good job of explaining on what I meant, but that's kind of where I am right now. But no, of course, like we want to make sure. Before that, I had never been to Disney, so I wanted to make sure that my daughter experienced that. I had never, a bunch of things that I never did when I was a kid.
And I feel like I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you
but I feel like stuff like that. That's fine to get them because it's like an experience. And like you said, you never been to Disney. But when you did go, you went with your daughter.
Right.
So it's not only an experience for you, but it's an experience for y'all together.
Yeah, it's definitely memories, yeah.
Like I always feel like you should do stuff as a family and experience stuff as a family, regardless. That's like to let them know that, because we come from a small town.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just gonna go into this. We come from a small town. So to get out there, and like I heard parents talk about this all the time. Like to get out there and do stuff with your kids and stuff like that, you showing them that, it's more out there than this small town.
Yep.
Like you don't have to be stuck in this small town.
Right.
Like you can, like if you want to stay here and live here, that's cool. But just know that the world is a big place.
Big place.
So so recent, one or two. No, since I started doing weddings. So one of my things, like if I have a wedding or something like that in like a different state or whatever like that. Yeah. So what I'll do is, like even with my mom and them, I want them to experience stuff too. So what I'll do is like I got a wedding on Saturday. No, I got a wedding on Saturday. Like boom, it's out of state. We gonna go here. I'm gonna book a room. Like one of the big rooms or like multiple rooms in it. We gonna do that. I'm gonna y'all drive down with me. We gonna chill that Friday or whatever like that, or go do something that Friday or whichever day the wedding is. Should be on Friday or Saturday. But then that day that we free, we gonna like try to do something or at least like have fun. Or like last year we went to I surprised my pops with tickets to the Redskins game for his birthday.
Dope.
He never been to
shout out to him, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like let me tell y'all, like he did not have to step up the way he did in my life. Yeah. Like he's not my biological father. So he never had to step up the way he did. He never asked for nothing. Yeah. He always do. Like we never had to repay him for something that he did. So it was like, for me to be able to like take him to his first Redskins game, it was like, Commanders game, because they're not the Redskins no more. For me to take him to his first Commanders game and like, bro, like I wasn't even, because it wasn't even my team. I like the Patriots. Yeah. So it was like, just seeing him happy the entire time, that made it like that was like all like worth it. And that's what I mean. Like,
shout out to you, bro.
Appreciate you, bro. What I'm talking about. Like I don't only want to do stuff just for me and my family. I want to do it for like my entire family.
Yeah.
So like, cause everybody experience is different. I just want all us to experience like
Yeah.
everything like possible.
But it takes time to build, bro, because for a long time that you get conditioned where you just got to go to work, come back, have a stable job, come back. But having that vision, it's gonna get you where you want to go, bro. We just gotta stay consistent. So, but no, that's a solid point, bro. And I'm sure. Yo, shout out to Pooch, man. One of the best men I ever known, man.
Bro, like it's real
Super dope. And I love coming to your cookouts, man, because you guys are always
hospitality, bro. And
the
it's the same,
vibes
like,
is always the vibes.
Like I said,
bro.
like I think it was the first episode. I was like the hospitality, like with you and your family, man.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like it's only like a few parents where I went to their house and it was like your family,
right? No.
And like every time I would come around, like your mom come up to me, give me a hug. Everybody dap me up, stuff like that. I always feel welcome, and like that's the vibe that my mom and everybody else tried to instill in us to like provide for everybody else. Like when they come around, like they don't have to come and show love.
Yeah, no doubt.
They don't have to show up to your events and stuff like that. But when they do,
yeah,
the hospitality is gonna be great.
No, I love being around your family, bro. I just got to find a new space partner since Jock's gone.
Yeah,
but because I know it's tough to find because you can't really be trusted out there with just anybody and stuff like
you
that.
can't. I'm gonna tell you one person you can't trust, and that's Tierra.
Yeah, no, well, I know who not to pick as my partner.
Don't pick my fiance as your partner.
That is insane, bro. Yeah.
I never met somebody from the country who can't really play spades. That's just me.
Yeah,
hey.
Yo, and take it serious, bro. Because like I learned early, like if you gonna sit at this table, you gonna make sure you play right. So
we ain't playing around when you play spades.
Yo.
Like you got to be locked in,
especially when you smacking that thing down, bro. I'm like,
me?
yeah. So that's what's up, bro. The vibes is always great around there. So good stuff, man.
Yeah, but I did want to do something different.
What's up?
Because we always be on serious topics.
Yep.
I did. I sent it to you. I sent like a bunch of questions.
Yep.
So like we can just go back and forth.
Okay.
So we're gonna do Would You Rather right now. So basically, if you're not, we're gonna have two things. It's like, would you rather do this or would you rather do that?
Okay. So do we have to elaborate, or was it just kind of like a quick?
If you want, we can elaborate on some of them.
Okay.
So, you want to go first?
You go first.
All right. Let me see. All right, I'm gonna just go some light first.
Okay.
Would you rather have the ability to change the past or see the future?
See the future.
See the future. Why?
Because I feel like the past made me who I am. So now I'm like, all right, what's about to happen so I can make sure that, we good. So
say no more. I'm not even gonna. Hey, that was a good answer.
Yeah.
That was a great answer.
I got one for you though. Would you rather know how you die or when you die?
Yo. When I die.
Okay.
I say when I die because I know stay in a padded room that day.
Yeah, no doubt.
So when I die, so I know I can stay in a padded room that day. Like I'm gonna be like in mental hospital in a padded room, like. But then again, it's like, hey, if I go down the padded room,
no, you never know. Like that could be it. Yeah, that's solid.
All right, since you gave me the kind of tough one, would you rather save the lives of your 3 closest family members or 1,000 people you don't know?
That was a tough one. I was hoping you would not ask me that. So, listen, I talk about trying to be a good person and everything like that, but do I know these people? You said random people?
Yeah, it's like a random 1,000 people.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I love my family too much. I just got to be a little bit selfish on that one. So I would say definitely I'm going to keep my family safe.
I ain't gonna lie, I'll be selfish too. I'm sorry. Now, if it was like 1 million people, then I'm still.
This one's deep, though. I'm about to ask you this one.
All right.
Would you rather nobody show up to your wedding or your funeral?
My funeral. Definitely my funeral. If y'all don't show up to my wedding and y'all RSVP, yo, I swear to God,
That's
y'all better send
problem.
a gift or something in place of you not coming or something.
No
It better
doubt.
be a good gift because, look, weddings are expensive.
No,
bro.
they are. They really
I'm
are.
sorry, but it's like, weddings. I'm gonna be quick with it.
No, you good.
Weddings are expensive, but when you have somebody that's like that been riding for you for so long, it's like, bro, like they deserve this day.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like my girl deserved this day.
No, 100%.
Like, cause very humble. Like, she just wanted. She was like, she told me before, like, we can just go to the courthouse.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, you just
Shout out to her. Shout out to her.
facts, bro. I'm like,
Love
nah,
you, girl.
you deserve this. Like, you deserve this. We gonna celebrate. But yeah, man, definitely funeral. Like, y'all don't have to come to the funeral. I already told them I wanna no, I love the Japanese culture or whatever like that. I already told them I want to like, yo, you can put me in a boat, put a bunch of flowers in it,
Yeah.
get an archer with the flame,
Set it on fire?
set it on, like push me out, set the joint on fire. Just have my close family right there. I'm
good to go.
That's how I want to go. That's exactly how I want to die.
Yeah,
how I
nah.
want to go out.
Let me ask you this. We're going to switch gears.
Okay.
I don't know if you saw the new trailer for the Mufasa movie.
I saw it, like
You glanced at it.
I glanced at it.
All
I
right,
didn't see the whole
so
thing.
I'm gonna just quickly recap. So for all these years, right? We never knew that Mufasa was an orphan.
Mm-hmm.
So from what I saw, Scar took him in, right? Help him get accepted to the pride,
So
and he took over as king, but it was rightfully Scar's place. So all this time, we looking at Scar as the villain because we're like, yo, you killed the king, but meanwhile, he was supposed to be the king all along. So that's definitely a shift of events. So thank you, Disney, for messing up my childhood because that was one of my heroes coming up.
Hey, look, bro. Let's just go back to the last podcast. Scar, you still a hating ass nigga for killing Mufasa. I'm sorry, you still a hater, bro. That's a hate. All right, it's cool. Like, all right, boom. That's like me saying, bro, come on, bro. Like, and then you rise above me.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna hate on you for that. I'm gonna be like, he got it.
No, I got you.
He got it.
Yeah. No.
I'm gonna celebrate him. Scar, you still a ass nigga.
He's a hater. Nah, that's
Scar,
cool.
you still a hater.
I
Shout
just
out
wanted to
Mufasa.
touch on that because I always it blew my mind. I'm like, yo, I always thought
Disney you is messed up for that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I get you ruining a lot of stuff, but I it's a nice twist. 'Cause I feel like if they were gonna do a movie, then like if it wouldn't have been that type of situation, like what would you have made a movie about Mufasa about?
Yeah, no, that's solid. That's
Because usually the one in line is like your seed or whatever like that.
Mm-hmm.
In that type of movie or whatever, in that kingdom or however it is.
right.
So it's like they had to do something to give the movie to make a movie.
Yeah.
Per se.
Nah,
So, but yeah, man.
I'm never gonna look at him the same way. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Who, Mufasa?
Yeah.
What? You still my dog.
Yo, so let's get into your anime recap.
All right.
What we got?
Wanda with Story was amazing this week, by the way. But we're not gonna talk about that no more. This week, I had one of my people. They came up to me, and it was crazy, bro. That's why I love doing this podcast, bro. Because you never know who watching, how long they watching for. Because we talked about anime at the end of the podcast.
Yep.
So it was like one of the girls I know. She was like, we was all talking. We was at work. We was all talking. She was like, I'm not gonna lie. Watching a podcast, you made me want to watch anime.
Yeah.
And that's all I want.
That's what's up.
I want to spread anime awareness amongst the black
Anime
community.
awareness.
Like, yo, everybody should watch anime. Everybody should read manga. But I told her that instead of me just talking about like what I watched, I'm gonna do I'm gonna throw out some animes that she could watch from beginners.
Okay.
So first off, Yu Yu Hakusho. One of the greatest animes of all time.
I've even seen that one, so.
And I'll post it right here so y'all can see. Naruto. You have. I'm not gonna say One Piece. Because I haven't watched all the One Piece yet. Yeah, we just gonna leave it there. But Naruto. I'm just speaking on old gen.
Yo, not gonna lie, you might want to put some PTO in if you're gonna watch Naruto because I heard it's really, really long.
Bro, you're gonna want to put a lot of PTO in. You watch One Piece.
Oh, word? Yeah. So you might have to
But
burn
yeah,
up your
well,
vacation.
I don't know because you got Naruto and then you got Shippuden. So all my friends be like, if you can watch that, then you can watch One Piece. Yeah, but I didn't binge watch Naruto.
Yeah, you get
Like I seen it as I was growing up. So, but you have not good animes I liked. Fire Force, Blue Exorcist. And then I was telling her, I was like, it's it's literally like it's a show for everything you watch. It's literally an anime for everything. Like I wasn't into like the whole Lifetime, I say Lifetime type animes, like the sad animes and stuff like that. But it's this one anime. I have to find the name of it. It's something. It has like flower in it or something like that. And as I'm rambling on trying to figure out the name of it, I'm gonna post it right here.
There you go.
So I ain't even gonna talk on it no more.
Easier said than done.
But this is a good anime, and my friend Travis, shout out to Travis, like we was talking about anime, and he was like, "So you only like shonen animes and stuff like that?" I was like, "Nah, I be adventuring out." He was like, "Do you like slice of life and stuff like that?" I was like, "Yeah," but he put me onto this anime, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I cried.
Oh, word? We gotta check it out then. What is it?
But I also cried on Yu Yu Hakusho before.
You say you gonna put the picture up?
Yeah, so it's gonna be right here.
We gotta check
it's
that
a
out.
good anime, bro. It's like I'm just gonna quickly, and then we can move on from this. Basically, the girl, she's like a ghost,
Okay.
and only the guy can see her.
Oh, wow.
And they had this little friend group or whatever like that.
Okay.
And like they all like stopped hanging together, stuff like that. So now to me, as far as I got right now, it's like they all trying to like reconnect or whatever like that. And basically, I believe like the dude is like in love with her, but the girl is like she's a ghost. She's a ghost, and only this guy can see her.
That's a tough relationship.
So
right
it's like, bro, it's a good anime. I never expected to watch nothing like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely a good anime. But I have a whole list in my phone of anime that I watch.
Yo, but save it for the next episodes because we definitely gonna make sure we put the people
I'll get into it.
So, man, we about 52 minutes in. Let's just hit on one last thing, man. And then we'll kind of close it out. But so, and we talked about fitted hats, right? We got the fitted hats and everything like that. Do you think that fitted hats ever went out of style?
It did for a quick second.
Okay.
Bro. I think it did for a quick second.
I know you was really big on snapbacks at one point.
Snapbacks and then the dad hats.
Yep.
So I think it went out. I think it went out of style for like a quick second, but it's like one of them things that's like, yeah. Shout out to my bro. Shout out to my bro. He brought me back a hat from New York. So shout out to him. You feel me? I'm gonna have to surprise you with something soon on the podcast.
All right.
But I think you're gonna like it too. Cause I talked to her about it.
Nice.
So I'm definitely gonna do it.
Looking forward.
But yeah, for a quick second, like when I'm gonna tell you who was popping around this time. It was like Tiger was popping.
Yeah.
You know, I used to be a big Tiger fan.
Yeah, I remember.
Bro, I used to be a big Tiger fan. Like Tiger, I used to listen to Tiger. Now I started listening to Honey Cocaine because of Tiger.
Yeah, I remember Honey Cocaine.
And stuff like that. So like around that time when Tiger was like really popping, it was like snapbacks was like it, like jerking phase.
Yeah.
You know,
You were big on that. Yeah.
We ain't gonna talk about that, but you know. But yeah, like around that era, bro, it was like I think fitted hats had died out for a quick second.
No, they did.
It's like fitted hats is like one of them things that can survive the test of time.
Yeah.
Bro.
So what are your do's and don'ts for fitted hats?
I don't know. I don't leave my brim straight. I can't leave my brim straight.
Yeah.
I would never leave like this. If I wear this on the next pod, it's gonna be
Curved,
bent.
yeah.
It's gonna be curved. Like,
Yeah.
so I think anybody that wear their brim like straight is like weird to me. I don't like it. But to each his own, man. Everybody got their own style.
I'm gonna tell you my do's and don'ts. So one of my do's now is obviously bending the brim as well. And one of the don'ts is I don't leave my stickers on. So when we were coming up, I used to leave my stickers on, but now I don't. And it's because obviously, you bend the brim, you go out, the hat changes colors a little bit in the sun, whatever the case is.
When
that
the
sticker
do
fall
come
off, it's a different color.
Yep.
Yep. So definitely for me is I don't leave the stickers on. And then another, don't is that I don't do anything NBA or NFL. I only wear MLB hats. So that's one of my, things that I do. But I have a toxic trait. I was telling you about this earlier. I only wear New York hats.
Yeah, he said that earlier.
That's the only thing
It's
I wear.
crazy. He said that earlier, and then he went and pulled out all his, like, a bunch of hats. I don't even know if that was all of them. It probably wasn't even all of them. But he put out a bunch of hats, different colors, and it was like New York, New York, New York, New York, New York. I was just like, God.
That's my toxic trait. So, but it used to only be the Yankees. Mm-hmm. So this is my first Mets hat.
We gotta go to a Yankees game.
Bro, 100%, bro. Yeah, we definitely need to start doing all that stuff together. Yeah. But this is my first Mets hat. And I'm from Queens. So, the Mets are from Queens. So even though the Yankees is my team that I root for, I'm now like gonna expand to doing some Mets hats as well because it gives me a little bit more versatility. And then obviously, the patches is everything, right? Mm-hmm. So we're doing that. But I am open. I did see an Angels hat. Not that one. I saw one with like the wing on it. That was pretty dope. That maybe I might try it. But yeah, man, fitted hats. For anybody that knows me, man, I've always been on fitted hats. I love fitted hats. I don't wear them often anymore because of I don't even know why I don't, bro. But I'm gonna start wearing fitted hats again. Yeah. We definitely gotta keep it rolling.
All right, being that you're a New Yorker, so what about the under part of the brim? Like
different color?
Do the color matter to you?
As long as it's not like a black or like a black on black. So if it's gray, cool. If it's green, cool. But like different colors is cool.
So you got like a predominantly black head on your head. Mm-hmm. So the bottom part can't be black.
Right. It got to be a different color. Huh. Yeah. It's got to be.
I thought you were going to say like it can't be white or something like that.
Nah, it could be. I don't even think I've seen them white, but gray. And then obviously you can get them like in like pink, baby blue, whatever the case is. But yeah, not a black nasty, bro. That's
what it's called.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're not doing that.
Okay.
And then,
yeah, but I would never get another hat with a white brim up on it. Mm. That hat, it was a snapback. Though.
Okay.
It was had Yankees on it, and it was a black and white hat, but the underpart was white. Mm. And literally my first day wearing it, I forgot what I was doing. But whenever I wear hats, I gotta. Like, whenever I'm walking, something like that, I end up always, like...
Pulling it
down.
Yeah.
I think that day, I was eating or something, and we was on the go, and I went like that. The thumb, finger looking good. Went like that. I was like, yo...
You violated that hat, bro.
I violated that hat,
Sheesh. Bro. Yeah, no, so definitely we gotta take care of our hats. I'm gonna start spraying my stuff with the shoe protectant. Mm-hmm. Like I'm gonna start
you spray on that?
I'm gonna start doing it. I thought about it the other day. So yeah. So okay, so this is another thing too. So you see your hat, remember, and so the patches is a big thing, right? So now for me, I gotta work it out. Is not having patches acceptable because there was a dope Mets hat that was in hunter green that I wanted, but it didn't have a patch. So I ended up opting going for the Yankees one with the patch instead. So I'm like, now I gotta, everything I thought I knew, I gotta go back and think about that again. So, but that's it for me for fitted hats.
Oh no, I never, but I do agree. Like I don't wear no. Last thing, I do agree with you. I just realized that I don't wear no like NBA hats or like it's all baseball.
All baseball, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it was made for. So, all right. Well, look, we 59 minutes in. Man, if you still watching, again, we appreciate you watching. Thank you for tuning in. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and hit the like button. Leave some comments down below. Hey, man, look, this week's been tough. I bet it's been tough. It's been tough for me. I know it's been tough, for multiple people. So we made it, baby. We still here. You got another opportunity, and we're going to keep grinding, and we're going to keep doing good things. So, keep your head up. We rooting for you. and just keep being great. We appreciate it.
Yep, and you already know, man. Get money, drink water.
Hey man, appreciate you watching. God bless.
Oh, and watch anime.
Watch anime.
She hit the light. She hit the button.